everyone. Okay, so immediately following the last chapter and Yakuto killing Maxwell, the group immediately splits off to do their own thing, and this is actually one thing I do really like about this series already compared to some of Mashima's other works, which is that, at least for now, the status quo of this little ragtag band of characters is that they're all motivated by their own self-interest, and not so much like coming together as a group to rise up against evil, because in a sense, they are the evil by virtue of being demons. Now, obviously, this dynamic is likely to change over the course of the series. It's Hiro Mashima manga, so it's inevitable that these characters are gonna grow, change, and develop like some kind of and develop like some kind of bond of camaraderie amongst themselves. But again, for now, I do like how a lot of their motivations and actions are all are all based on self interest in this chapter. We already come to and through that, we also come to learn Raizen's backstory and why he wants to become a demon ruler, which is that the princess of his realm was cursed by a French demon lord. And, we often talk about how much of a gamer Yoshihiro Togashi is, but I think we really gotta start adding Mashima more into this conversation, because that whole flashback of Raizen's was a literal Zelda reference. Quite literally point for point, the demon who cursed the princess was it was Ganon. It was fucking Ganon, and I think you could just easily like swap out the curse for like being trapped in like the Triforce of Wisdom shit. Like that is quite like it with this whole Raizen's backstory. It is confirmed the but that Mashima is basically a fan of the Zelda games for sure. Um, Now, with that said, after engaging in a fight with the cafeteria chef, Raizen pretty much dies, but brought back as a zombie by Makoto. And again, this is one of those things to me that I also like how it played out mechanically, but I feel is also Mashima's way of reinforcing the point that, yeah, anyone can die in this story, and I love that. Again, it's just one of those things where I just hope Mashima sticks to his guns on this when it comes time to finally kill God. Which, yeah, well, on that topic, one of the major reveals we get from this chapter is that the person who claims to be God is a fake. And I love how Yakuta's it basically just he points out the obvious, that if this was the real God, then why does he rule only over the demon world? Like it's such a bare bones basic thing to point out, but it's so fucking obvious from the jump that, yeah, this God's kind of a fake. So it's a little mystery. It's a nice little mystery box that adds a bit of intrigue to the series. Although with this reveal also adds even more intrigue Yakuto himself than it does the man claiming to be God. As this chapter kind of showcases that Yakuto, despite how laid back he acts, he's someone who does have a genuine malicious side to him. As after reviving Raizen, he makes it clear, he puts his foot down and says he's dragging everyone into his war with God, whether they like it or not. Now, and this is something I can only assume is like a side effect of having the Black Dragon root. Like, in some ways, having this ability of the Black Dragon, it almost like, I have to assume it amplifies his aggression of some kind. Of course, it's through this exchange as well that Makoto silently points out Yakuto's goal of returning the demon world to how it used to be is just a facade, and that his real goal is something else entirely different. And this is where I would say Yakuto's real goal is probably to become the one who rules over the entire demon realm, but that feels almost a little too basic of a goal, even by Mashima standards. Although, if that is in fact the case, then my question at that point would be, what exactly is the catch? What exactly is the wrinkle? Because even if that is the case, there's got to be there's got to be some kind of twist to it. Like Mashima is kind of one where even when he works with the tropes, he adds a certain twist to it, and I think that I think that wrinkle, that twist of if of him wanting to rule the demon world, it does have something to do with his black dragon, or whatever the origins of that ability are, and I think it does have a direct tie to what's again motivating Yakuto's actions in a way. But it's just a matter of like where exactly is he taking us? What exactly is his end game goal? And again, it's I if I don't again I'm kind of sticking to the. Again, it'll be interesting to see if his actual goal is to become the new like god or ruler of the demon world, or if it's something else entirely. But in either case, I'm most betting on the fact that it is some tied to the Black Dragon root in some way. And yeah, outside of that, this chapter did a pretty good job at sort of naturally setting the dynamics of the story and play, as from Raizen's encounter in the cafeteria revealed, anyone and everyone, whether they be students or teachers, are fair game in order to be killed. But as the encounter also proved, Dead Rock's teaching staff are a tier stronger than your average student, enough to where, yeah, the name of the game is is definitely fighting dirty, and really puts in perspective that Maxwell was probably just one of the weaker members of the teaching staff, and now that he's one of Makoto's zombies, it'll be interesting to see how Yakuto and the others utilize him narratively. Although the fact that he did appear to have a working relationship with God, so to speak, I think it's likely I think it's most likely that Maxwell under Makoto's control is going to be used in order to gather intel and whatnot. And yeah, it's even outside of that, it's like for me, it's the biggest thing is like if just the cafeteria chef was that strong, what exactly are we in for when it comes to fighting the other teachers? Because Masha was making Masha is making a lot of a pretty big like epic implications with it. But yeah, let's pretty much see what the other teachers can do now. It'll be interesting to see that. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much all I got for this review. If you enjoyed the video, like, comment, subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, analyst Crunchyroll, push the notification bell, hit the subscribe button, and just share the video around, guys. Dark Knight of MMA signing off. Later, everyone.